Shalom and welcome back to the tea table, my friends. As always, thanks for joining me today. Today's teaching is called The Gift That Keeps on Giving. And it comes from 2 Corinthians 9 verse 15. I thank God for his gift that words cannot describe. The other day I was driving and all of a sudden I had one of those aha moments. You know, one of the illumination moments when you are not thinking of anything specific and God drops a golden nugget right into your lap. Well, that's what happened to me, thank God. I began to think of the many gifts that I had received over my life. Gifts that were either given to me or gifts that I purchased. The longer I thought about these gifts, the more I realized that many, if not all, gifts have a few things in common. If the gift was a toy when you were a child for Christmas or your birthday or even a graduation from something, maybe school or a special class, and for all practical purposes that gift is probably long gone, and all that remains is a memory, if you can even remember what it was. Maybe the gift was a marriage gift or an anniversary gift or a baby shower gift. Again, for all practical purposes, that gift is also probably long gone and just a pleasing memory remains. Maybe the gift was a new car or a new house. And although that gift may still be around, it's probably pretty old and needs to be either exchanged or fixed up. So what do all gifts have in common? Well, they get old. Maybe they don't work as well as they used to when they were new. They get tarnished or beaten up or broken or misplaced or lost and no longer function as well as they used to. In other words, they no longer give you the purpose or function that they were designed to do when they were new. So as I was driving along, the Lord spoke to me and said, I gave the gift that keeps on giving. I thought about that in regards to all the gifts that I had received. I even asked myself the question, what gift do I have or ever had that continued to keep on giving and was as good as if it were still brand new? It wasn't my car. That got old and had to be traded in. It wasn't my house that after so many years started to fall apart. It certainly wasn't any of the toys I received when I was a child. I don't even know what they were, or where they are, or if they still even exist. What exactly is a gift? Well, it's something that is a present, or a contribution, or a souvenir. 1 Corinthians 2:14 tells us, but people who aren't spiritual can't receive this gift from God's Spirit. It all sounds foolish to them, and they can't understand it, for only those who are spiritual can understand what the Spirit means. So what is a gift? Well, it's something that someone gave us or we got for ourselves. Let's be real. The best gifts are the ones that someone gives us because they are a surprise and we weren't expecting them. Can you imagine a gift that not only is it a surprise, but one that was not expected, not deserved, and is a gift that keeps on giving? Can you imagine a gift that never gets old and never runs out and is always there when we need it and useful in every aspect of our life? If you are a believer, then we all have something in common. We have an amazing gift that is able to do all that we can ask or imagine, namely, John 3:16. For God so loved the world so much that he gave his one and only Son, that everyone who believes in him will not perish, but have eternal life. You know, if we take it a step further, in 1 Corinthians 1:18, we're told, for the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. It's hard to imagine that God, the creator of the universe, would take the time to give us a gift. How many times have we received the gift and it somehow reflected the nature of the giver of the gift? I remember as a youngster receiving a Christmas gift in a really beautifully wrapped package and thinking that this was going to be something really special. As I ripped open the wrappings, thinking this is the big one, and to my shock and surprise, finding socks and underwear. I remember saying to myself that this was a lousy gift and not what I really wanted. The truth was, my mother gave me something that may not have been wanted, but was surely needed. In Ephesians 2:8, it describes a gift from God that we probably didn't want because of blindness, but most certainly and desperately needed. And it says, God saved you by His grace when you believed. And you can't take credit for this. It is a gift from God. It's hard to imagine a gift so great that it keeps on giving. Romans 9, verse 16, it does not therefore depend on human desire or effort, but on God's mercy. Wow. God's mercy and love was so great that He decided to give us a gift that because of our blind, lost condition wasn't wanted or needed. We see that today when we speak to someone about Christ and we hear something like, well, thank you, but I'm not interested. Or, hey, that sounds great, but I'm not that bad of a person. Or, God wouldn't send me to hell. He's too nice to do that. As I already mentioned, for the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. One last thing, my friends. Every time we were given a gift in the past, we were taught to say, thank you. Even if we didn't like the gift, we still said, thank you. It would be a good idea that every time we realize that we are saved by a gift of God, and this gift has a name, and that name is Jesus, and that Jesus is the gift that keeps on giving, we should take a moment and say, thank you. And with that, I leave you with this. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'hunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yesemlecha shalom. The Lord bless you and protect you. The Lord cause the light of His face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn all of His attention to you and give to you the peace of God. God bless, my friends, and I'll see you again next week at the tea table.